Greetings, fellow YouTubers. Lindsay here, trying not to get nailed by a tree branch. Me and Evan are in Hyde Park today, and we're at the corner of Madison and Erie, across from we're across from Withrow High School. Hey, I'm gonna do a video about Withrow High School one of these days. You see the sign behind me over there? But that's not why we're here. We are at Madison Park, and we are going to look for evidence that this used to be a cemetery. That's right. Stick around. I think you'll like this one. Alright folks, like I said, we're out here at Madison Park, and now this is run by the Cincinnati Park Board. Is that what they call themselves? Great Parks of Cincinnati is their website, and this is a beautiful park, and the tree branches keep attacking me because I'm so tall. It's tough to be 6'2", you know. Anyway, tall people problems, right? This, I imagine, would be a very beautiful place to be in the spring and summer months. A lot of people out here walking their dogs, and it's a little triangular park. Now let me throw up a picture of Google Maps so you can see where this is at and what it looks like on the Google Maps. And you can see it's a little triangular park. What you can't see from the map is that there is a gully running along the back side of the property. And I'll come back to that in just a moment. I read online in one of the groups that I was in not long ago that this park used to be a cemetery 100 years ago. Of course, I researched it, come across some old articles in the Cincinnati Enquirer. According to the newspapers, this cemetery was owned by the city of Cincinnati, but this was not in the city of Cincinnati, so they just kind of let it go. It was unsightly, it was ugly, and it was, who knows when they finally actually cleaned it up. Now here's the scandal. I can't find a record of the bodies being ever moved. It's expensive. Somebody has to pay for new plots, has to pay for them to be dug up, and unlike Washington Park downtown, that wasn't done here. There's a couple of newspaper articles referring to the fact that they did not want to bother with it, didn't have the money to mess with it, and so eventually, as the years went on, the headstones were simply removed and tossed into the gully back here. I've looked back in the gully, and as you can see, there's no headstones in the gully now. At some point, the land was cleared properly to be a park. The headstones were removed. It was kind of probably leveled. That's the phrase I have read online. It was leveled, whatever that means. And it's now a park. But, and I suspect this is true, it is actually still a graveyard. There are probably, I don't know this for certain, so don't kill me if I'm wrong, but there are probably still bodies buried here, because something like that's very expensive, and since they didn't do it originally, they probably just let it go. So let me show you something that we found looking around here. Right here is a stone pad. My suspicion is that there used to be a monument of some sort sitting on that. They removed the monument and never removed the base stone that it was sitting on. Evan and I just braved the brambles and the briars, kind of exploring the gully a little bit, going after an object that we swore looked like a piece of stone. You can see it there. turned out to be a wet piece of wood. But to the naked eye, everything being wet, well, it kind of looks the same. So all we could find was that one stone over by the tree. The only real proof that this used to be a graveyard. Question is, are there bodies still buried here? Is this still a resting place of the dead? There's no way to know, my friends. There's no way to know. By all reports, old newspaper articles, it is. So next time you're here in this neck of the woods in Hyde Park and you pass the corner of Madison and Erie and you see Madison Park, maybe you look at it with a slightly different set of eyes, knowing that it's just a little creepier now than it used to be. Thanks for watching, everybody. Me and Evan are going to head on home. I appreciate it. Everybody keep fighting the good fight. And hey, I'll see you in the next video.